Happy Sunday, guys. I'm back. So I hope you guys enjoyed my previous episode where I shared my December adventures, my road trip, having my kids here for Christmas. But I'm back and I've actually gotten some knitting done. So I actually started working on an asymmetrical shawl that I'm just using my stash with. I think my goal this year is going to be to do some stash busting. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me on that journey this year. And hopefully I'm going to get some new designs self-published. I've got a lot of designs up on Ravelry already, but it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a new one. So I don't know, guys. You can hold me to this or not. But I think I'm going to make a goal of designing a new pattern at least once a month this year. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to start this month with a new hat. This is the last design that I created. This was my Judge Beanie, which is up on Ravelry. And I've posted about it in previous videos, but yeah, it is up on Ravelry, and I think I'm going to try to get another hat pattern created this month. And then maybe a shawl. I may start on a shawl pattern next month. So anyway, guys, let me show you guys what I've been up to. I'm going to share some of my plant babies today, and I'm going to show you what I started knitting. Wow, I got it a little too thick today. Wow, I may have added just a little too much ice, but I did have frozen bananas in there too. So I think I'm gonna have to spoon it out today. Sometimes things just don't work out as planned. And let's hope. Just like this. I was gonna say. Yeah, wow. And there we have it. A nice aesthetic opening today. Check this out, guys. Do you remember the succulent that I rescued the last time I was in San Diego? Well, these little parts are coming back, but then, whoops, it's a little blurry. There we go. But then this part up top was completely squished and blackened, and I just didn't know if it would come back at all. And I don't think that this florette's gonna come back, but check this out, guys. Look what I noticed this morning. Look at all the little sprouts coming out of the stem. Those are each gonna be new florettes and probably grow into new stems the way that this had grown. Yeah, those ones that were blackened on the end, I don't think they're gonna come back, but look at this, there's even a, whoops, oh, I'm sorry, I just bumped this little guy. But look here, even here, there's a new one coming up. I'm so happy. Yay. I love my succulents. And I'm sorry if you guys could hear the coffee maker because it's over here gurgling and spouting about. I had to have some coffee this morning. Excuse me. There, I think it's just about finished. But anyway, I was going to show you this one as well. Not this one. This one I've had for a while. But these down here were some jade that I picked up as well while I was in San Diego. And they were also squished and flattened. And they are really coming along. It looks like they're perking up pretty well. They're even blooming. There we go. Had to tap the screen to make it focus, but yay, my succulents are coming along. And my coffee's done. I'm choosing to use a purple mug today. This is one that I had gotten from a local potter when I still lived in Santa Cruz. And I don't know, it just caught my eye. Yeah, it was at one of the, what are they called? It's like an open studio, I guess, where all the artists open up their homes and allow guests to come and browse and shop and see their workplace. It's a really cool idea. I hope they have something like that here in Vegas because that would be awesome. I love visiting open studios, and I might even try to do my own and sell some of my pottery and knitting. But anyway, I don't remember the artist either, because when I showed you the bottom, I couldn't make out what it said, and I don't think I wrote down who the artist was, which is a shame, because this is very, very cool, very unique. I love using my pottery from different artists. It just makes your coffee feel that much more personal. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. And on to the knitting. Looks like somebody is trying to stay cozy by my knitting. Hey Dino, you gonna let me, are you gonna let me show them the little shawlette that I'm making? Yeah, you gonna let me show them? So this is what I started working on, guys. Stash busting, tons of yarn. Yes, you like to stay cozy with the knitting, don't you? He does. Yes, he does. Dino's a good boy. But anyway, so yeah, I'm actually working on an asymmetrical shawl. And, oops, I'm sorry, Dino. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I really need to get my tripod set up again. But, yeah, I started it down here at this end. And I think I started with 5 stitches maybe, 3 or 5, I can't remember now. And I just started knitting with all the little scrap yarns that I have, and then I started alternating some of the scraps to stripe them. And it is coming along, and when I end one color, or when I finish one ball, because I'm using little scraps like this, so when I end one ball, I just pick up another one. I actually started with like 3 different colors at the same time. I started with this one, and then I added in this color, which changes as you knit with it. So it started out as a more, let's see if it'll focus. There we go. It's got some gray mixed in with it. So yeah, it was more of like a brownish rusty color mixed with gray. And then it moves on to sort of an amber yellow color with the gray. It's just trying to focus on the background, isn't it? See if we can fix this here. It doesn't want to focus on the yarn. There we go. But I really love this one, but this is all I've got left. So I'm trying to sparingly space some stripes out with it. And yeah, it's a little hard to show right now, but you can see how it went almost into a really rusty red, and now it's changing back into the sort of amber color. But I completed all the little scraps. Well, I have other balls of black, but I finished the little scrap ball of black that I had. I finished the light gray, the beige, and so, you know, I'm just gonna let it grow. Hang on, let me spread it out for you guys. All right, so this is what I'm gonna show you guys, and don't mind the dog hair on the back of the chair. But this will kind of show you what I've been doing. I just draped it over the back of this chair so that you can kind of get a better idea of what I'm doing with it. So as I mentioned, I started out at this corner with the gray, and then I just started adding in, here's where you can see that I added in this white, or this like cream color. And then up here is where I added this one in. And then I just started knitting back and forth, back and forth. I think there was a break in the yarn, so this skein ended here, and I picked it back up. Where did I pick it back up? I added it back in somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah, I added it back in here. This is where I added in the black. Started knitting with it, ran out of black. And see, I just keep alternating the colors. I added in this other gray, or maybe this is where the gray, no, this is where I added in a gray. Added in a gray, and then that gray ended up here. And then I think this is where I added in a small bit of white that I had. Used it until I ran out of it, and it ended. And so you see, I just keep adding, and I just keep knitting, and now look how many stitches are on the needle. And it started out with like probably 3 at the point, 3 or 5. Like I said, I can't really remember. But if you guys would like to see a tutorial on how to make an asymmetrical shawl like this, let me know. You know, as you know, I've done tutorials before. I've got a whole playlist on how to do the mitered square blanket, if you guys are interested in that. But I right now have, I think I've got 3 colors on the needle that I'm alternating every few rows. See, you can see that these 2 are still attached. So I've still got them attached, and I still have this dark gray attached, which I added. Where did I add it? I added it somewhere in here. I can't, oh, here, maybe it was this one? Nope, that's lighter. I don't know, guys. I just keep changing the yarns and adding to it. And this is how I plan to do some stash busting. But that is going to be so cool. Look at this. Don't mind the messy house in the background. But so it started here, and we're coming along, and now look how many stitches are on the needle. So now we're going back and forth at this end, and it's just gonna keep growing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it into a full-size shawl, or if I'm just gonna maybe wear it as a cowl. You know how you wear this point in the front and then sort of, whoops, it's getting ready to fall. How you would wear this point in the front and then sort of wrap the ends around your neck, where it would come down in the front like this. Yeah, might be cute. Let me know what you guys think. Should I keep stash busting and make it into a full-size shawl? Or should I end it pretty soon and have a new little shawlette that I can just wear around my neck as a scarf? What would you guys do? Still got 3 colors that I'm working with, and I don't need to use all of this on it because I actually, when I ran out of this yarn that I started it with, you can see it's a little darker, right? But I ran out of this yarn before I got to the end of a row, so I actually added this in and finished the few stitches I still had at the end of that row. And then I just started using this one, but I stole this from what I'm working on over here because this is the yarn I'm still using with my, the Granny Square, oh my goodness. The Granny Square cardigan that I'm still working on. This cardigan over here. So I'm gonna be using those yarns that I just showed you on the coffee table to keep working on this cardigan that I'm doing. And this is, it's like a granny square. It's one of those hexagon granny squares. Yeah, I found a tutorial on YouTube and I'm just using that to do it. And sort of doing a little changing to what they've got in their tutorial. Making it my own, but because I'm gonna make a collar on mine to where it can fold over like this. So yeah, I really like it. I love the colors. I like the color combination that I'm putting together on this one, and this is another stash buster that I'm doing, trying to get through my yarns this year. Well, I don't think that's going to happen this year. It may not happen in my lifetime, but I'm at least making a dent in some of the yarns that I've got. I still need to organize my stash. Here, let me show you the back of it. It looks really cool from the back. So I haven't shown this in a while, but it is coming along. And I haven't, as you guys know or not, if you're new to the channel, you might not know that I just moved here to Las Vegas last year. And so I'm still like trying to get organized and trying to get things done. But I've got paintings, mirrors, all kinds of things that I still haven't hung, and I'm trying to decide where to go with things. But I did buy these IKEA bookshelves, and I got them all set up. I think I need more. I actually need more bookshelves. But yeah, it's coming along, and I will bring you guys along with me as I start organizing my yarn as well, because I'm gonna have a whole yarn wall, and I'm thinking I may move my yarn to the bedroom, because right now my yarn is still in my living room, and I don't know what I think about that. I don't know about having a yarn wall in the living room. I'm thinking I may move it back to the bedroom. And I have more of these shelves, because this isn't the half of my yarn, guys. I've got so much more yarn, and it's literally gonna take up a whole wall. So I'm probably gonna put more of these shelves together and just do a whole yarn wall, possibly in the bedroom. Oh, and before I forget, I completed weaving in the ends on my mitered square throw that I did. This is the one I used when I did the tutorial showing you guys how to do a mitered square blanket. But I only made it throw size, so it's about 40 by 40 inches. And I did a crocheted edging on it with double crochets, or yeah, it's double crochet. But yeah, I finally got all the ends woven in. Yay. So I'm happy about that. And this is the back side. Not perfect. I can see a couple little pieces poking out, but that's the back side, so I'm not too worried about it. Let me spread it out and show you guys what it looks like. There it is, guys. Dino's buried under those blankets over there. He always hides under the blankets, so you gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful if you're planning to sit down on something. Watch this. Dino, where are you? Dino? Dino, where are you? Are you in the blanket? Dino? Dino? Oh. Who's that? There he is. Okay, you can stay in there. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. You can stay in your little cozy cave. Go back to your cave. So funny. But anyway, yeah, I noticed he was in there when I pushed the blankets over so that I could make space to show you guys this. So funny. But anyway, here is the mitered square throw that I did. And I am in love with it, guys. It's so cool. I'm still working on a sock yarn one, and that one is going to be an ongoing project. But I'll probably show it in the next video if I can get some more squares added to it. But this is the one, like I said, I used when I started my tutorial. And I completed it. So yeah, if you guys want to know how to make the mitered square throw or blanket or anything, I've got a 4-part video, 4-part playlists. I don't know how you would call it. I've got 4 videos in a playlist that shows you guys how to make these. So yeah, I'm loving it, guys. And it's, like I said, another stash buster. Getting rid of a lot of yarn this way and making beautiful things with it. So yeah, I like it. I really like it. So I also wanted to share with you my green onions. Look at this. I just harvested these from the green onions that I bought before Thanksgiving last year, guys. And look how many I just got to add to my eggs. Let me show you what I've been doing. So I bought some green onions before Thanksgiving, and I haven't cleaned this one up yet, but I just did this one. I've actually harvested them a couple of times already, and look at this. Look how long they've gotten. Isn't that crazy, guys? Wow. So all you do is when you, at Thanksgiving time, this is what I did. I cut it off. I actually cut it down lower than this at Thanksgiving. I think I cut it down somewhere down here. And then I stuck the roots in water and more sprouts grew up. I mean, more onions, more green onions came from these. So that's what's going to happen with this one, which I just cut again, and it'll start forming little onions. Little green onions are going to start sprouting up from the center of where I cut it. And this one will become these again. So, I mean, it's like, it only takes like a month or less before you start seeing sprouts. I think these are the ones that I used at Thanksgiving, and they were all cut down to the base, like just maybe an inch of the white was showing. I'm gonna have to change the water on these because the roots are looking a little brown, but hopefully they'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rubber band off too. That's what I just did on these. I took the rubber bands off. I cleaned up anything that looked dead. I peeled it off and put them back in the water. And then I trimmed all of the green off of this one, and I am gonna use it today. All right, I just cleaned this other one up, and as I was pulling some of the dead off of this one, it broke, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some more onions to my eggs this morning. But I changed the water, and yeah, these are gonna sprout again, and I still have these to use. I need to use them pretty soon, I guess. And there's my, I actually got this lucky bamboo at IKEA the other day. Isn't that cool? I need to put it in I need to transplant it out of its vial. But yeah, I love the Lucky Bamboo. I still have this one over here that my realtor gave me when I moved in, like a housewarming gift. So, not quite aesthetically pleasing, but I never said I was a cook. I just knit, guys. What I didn't show was that I was using some avocado oil, but I'm also going to add a little, just a little seasoned salt. Gonna just add a little cheese to the top. Oh my goodness, guys. Is this a hot mess or what? As long as it tastes good, I'm happy. I think that's gonna have to do. And I folded the other end over. We're gonna see if we can get it out of here now. Add it to a little bowl that I made on my pottery wheel and baked in my kiln a couple years ago. And voila, breakfast is served. Wow, this is a first. The sky is clear blue. Not a cloud in sight. That's beautiful. And if you'd look at that, there's an airplane up there. I don't know if I can spot it on the camera. Oh, there it is. Look at that. There's an airplane with not a single trail behind it. Isn't that interesting? Zoom back out, show you the rest of the sky. Yeah. Wow, clear blue. This is rare, and I'm loving it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next weekend. Bye.